Peace. Good morning, Grand Rising. Welcome. I hope life is amazing for you this morning. I hope it's the best it could possibly be, with health, wealth, and ready for more transformation. Today, day 24, this thing is moving along gracefully. And I hope you are enjoying it. I hope it's enlightening, inspiring. I hope that it's motivating for you. And I hope, like I said, all is well. We do this out of love. We do this because we want to help each other. We do this because we need to know that we're not alone. We do this because it has to be done. All we have is this life that we're living. So take a minute, take a couple of deep breaths. Feel that prana go through your body, that chi, that energy, that spirit, that ether. It fill your lungs and ignite you with the life that you deserve, because that's why we're here. Today, day 24, the affirmation, the blessing, the lesson is the mask you wore. Not the mask you wear, the mask you wore. We wear masks so well we forget who we are underneath. All right, we're so busy putting on these different personas, code switching, that we forget at the essence of who we are. And we all are guilty of it, right? You know, when you go to the job, that's one mask. When you're around your boys, that's another mask. When you're around the elders, that's another mask. When you come on social media now, that's another mask. And you can get confused and you have like cosmic schizophrenia. You know, you have a mental disorder of being so many people other than yourself. Because at the end of the day, wherever you go, there you are. So you are who you are under all of those things. And the universe, you just can't fool. It knows who you are, right? Not who you are pretending to be. It knows who you are. So when you look at your life and you look at the things that you have, remember, the universe does not give you what you want. It gives you who you are. You are where you're resonating from. The frequency that you're resonating, everything being pulled into you from that point is what you deserve. You might not like to hear that, but that is the truth, right? Everything you're going through, you've pulled this into your universe at some point. Now that's good and bad. So sometimes you have blessings, you deserve those blessings, right? And so that's how you have to see it. And the universe doesn't look at it as good or bad. These are like human constructs. It just is. So when you see so-called evil people prospering, they understand the laws of the universe, even on the subconscious level. They understand that they must become, and then the universe gives them everything they want. I speak about that in my second book, Understanding Our Youth Through the Lens of Urban Culture, where you see these young people with all the money, the cars. It's because subconsciously, that's what they feel about themselves. They feel like, I don't need to be working no job for no, company or this and that. I am the boss, and everything I want, whether you see it as good or bad, they have it. You and me and us in our, if you in your 30s, mainly your 40s, 50s, and 60s, we're programmed different. We're an analog mindset, and we were trained under a different system that we need to go to work and work hard. That's not how these young people see it. This is the microwave age. Everything they see, they want it instantly. They get it instantly, but they also burn out and crash out instantly, and that's fine with them as well. So we have to sit back and observe and allow grace for what their mission is. A lot of them were not meant to come here and live long-lasting lives. They were meant to come here and be disruptors of the life that you live because you've gotten complacent. You've gotten stagnant, and they come to irritate that stagnation, and it bothers you, but it is what it is. I digress. All right? What mask did you wear to protect yourself? Right? And so when we speak of trauma, especially trauma to children, they create these alter egos and somewhat to protect themselves from the harm that they're getting. They become, they speak out a lot, or they become loud and belligerent, or they become a comedian, or they become all of these things to try to mask and protect themselves so you don't get to the inner side of them. A lot of the so-called tough guys are really vulnerable inside, but the tough persona on the outside is the mask that they wear to isolate and insulate them from what it is that they are really, really going through. What parts of your true self are you ready to reveal now? Right? What part of your true self are you ready to reveal now? Right? And in revealing that, you're not worrying about the consequences of what people think. Right? Because that's mostly it. What are they going to think about me? I no longer care. I cut my circle down to my family. And because my family gets to see all sides of me, the weaker, the strong, the vulnerable, the happy, the sad, the brave. And so those are the individuals that matter most because they at least have the full story. You come on social media and you put on this front, or you doing this and you putting on a front, and it doesn't allow people to get to know the real you. Maybe they don't deserve to get to know the real you, right? Taking off the mask feels terrifying at first, but authenticity always breathes easier than pretending. A couple of lessons back, I spoke about the highest vibration on the planet, according to scientists, was not love. It was number 2. The highest vibration was authenticity. It was being yourself with no consequences. This is who I am. You curse too much. Well, whatever. This is who I am. You do this, you do that. This is who I am. And I'm comfortable in my skin to be that person. And that's very, very important. You know what I mean? And a lot of us have become prisoners of other people's perception of us. And it cost us. It will cost you. Every mask once had a purpose, right? Like I said, you go to work, go to school, you're around your boys, you're around this one, you're trying to impress this new girl or this new guy. It has a purpose, but when that purpose is no longer there, that mask has to be unveiled. The achiever, the caretaker, the one who smiles through the storm, right? Just looking at some of the masks. Each one helped you stay safe in a world that didn't always see or honor you, right? So the mask had a purpose. It got you through, but the hero's journey, and see, remember, a lot of the heroes wear that mask. Batman has a mask, Spider, they all have these masks, but that under that mask is who they really are. Under that mask are the things that trouble them. The mask enables them at times to be brave when they have to be brave. All right, and so in my book, Gotta Laugh to Keep From Crying, I mentioned that Black Dot is a superhero. He is the one who can bear all things. But Dwayne Bowser is that child, the vulnerable one that has to deal with all of the issues, all of the pain, the chronic illness, the suffering. That's Dwayne Bowser's task, because I was born into that. But Black Dot gives me temporary relief where I can be brave enough to still do the work that I feel that I was sent here to do. But they are two different dynamics of such. All right? But masks are heavy. They suffocate authenticity. Eventually, you forget where the mask ends and you begin. Right? Code switching so much, you've lost the essence of yourself. And now you don't know who you are. You know what I mean? And you become confused. And then your work, the mask is heavy. The mask itself, the burden of the mask becomes very heavy. All right? Today, take a breath and imagine removing one. Let your face, your truth, your voice come forward. All right? So, slowly but surely, take the mascara off of who you've been trying to be. Just get in the mirror and slowly start removing it and start loving who you are. All right? Start loving who you are, who you came here as, who you are meant to be. All right? And today, write about the mask you wore more often and what you were protecting underneath that mask. What was your best mask that you wore and what were you, protecting under that? Of course, this is a conversation for you because the real face has always been enough. We just didn't realize it, right? And that comes with wisdom for us to realize, after a long period of time, who we really are and start loving who we are. The courage to take off the mask is the beginning of freedom, right? You in this prison, you want to be free, take the mask off. Take it off, all right? And be who you are supposed to be, all right? Be thankful today. Be thankful for the air you breathe. Be thankful for the trees. Be thankful for the person who serves your coffee today. Be gracious and show graciousness to those who need it. Have patience with those you need to have patience with. All right? Live, learn, laugh, and love. I love you, and I hope you love yourself. I can't wait until tomorrow, day 25. Peace.